Hey guys, how's it going? I just seem to never stop buying computers, do I? I took a trip to the local flea market in my area, and I was able to pick up these two computers for very cheap. First of all, I just wanted to introduce these. These are two Dell Latitude D410 laptop computers, obviously. I'll get into detail, but these are worth at least $100 a piece, if not more. And I got both of them for $100, which is cool. And I got two chargers, which are over there, but we won't be using those. So yeah, I just figured, well, I didn't test these. Well, I mean, I know they posted, but I didn't test every single little thing. But they're Latitude, so you know they're gonna work. So I figured, you know, even if I don't use these for anything, I can sell them for at least double my money. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna sell them though. I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with these things yet. But I have the charger here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into these things first. So this is the first one here. This one is in worse shape. It has more scratching than the other one, even though it's, yeah, okay, so it's kind of visible. It has a chip in the you know, the plastic for the around the screen. And it has a piece of tape over here for whatever reason, so I'm not sure what's up there. And the hinges are extremely loose on this thing. You know, you can flop it and it'll almost it'll stay up, but barely. So I don't know if I can tighten these. I'm not entirely sure if I am able to go ahead and fix this thing, but yeah, it does post. It does turn on. It has a hard drive in it, but it doesn't have an adapter, so I will have to pull the caddy out of one of the Latitudes down there because it has a spare little IDE to Dell proprietary adapter. So I'm going to put that in here, and then it might boot up, so we will see. But yeah, I mean, this one's overall worse condition, but it still does turn on, so let's go ahead and try that. Go ahead and plug her in. So go ahead and plug it in back here. Can't see what I'm doing. Okay, there it is. Alright, so plug it in. And the battery should be charging, assuming it's good. Okay, so the battery's charging. I'm not sure about the battery health, so we'll have to boot it up and see. So there we go. Let's get F2. As you can see, it boots. After I'm done with this thing won't be in as bad condition as it is right now. But yeah, I mean, the screen is just really floppy. And this is the model that came before the D420, obviously, so it's non-widescreen. The D420, the D620, and the D820 were the first ones to, or actually no, the D810. Okay, never mind. But for the D400 series, this was the model right before the D420, the first widescreen D400 series Latitude, if I'm not mistaken. So the BIOS is A05, so that's probably the latest BIOS for this thing. Let's see what it has for a processor. It has a 1.73 gigahertz Pentium M, 2 megabytes of cache, 800 megahertz bus speed, not bad. It has 1 gigabyte of RAM, that's not bad at all. It has 915 graphics, 12.1 inch XG, fudge nuggets, 12.1 inch XGA, 1024 by 768. That's pretty bad, but actually no, it's 12 inches, so it's better than my D500s. Yeah, Intel wireless, battery info, it's charging, it's at 2%. Battery health, it says the battery's not installed, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It says it's charging, then I go down here and it says it's not installed, so that's kind of weird. Okay, so it has the right time, date and time, so actually no, it's a couple minutes off, but it's got the right date and everything. Boot sequence, okay, we're gonna change this. So it doesn't have a built-in optical drive, just like the D420, so I'm going to have to plug in my Dell you know, hard drive in case it needs a Windows install. I'm not even entirely sure. So yeah, that's about it for this one. So that's that. So I'm going to exit, save and exit, and then we'll see if it boots. Actually no, I have to turn it off first because it doesn't have the adapter for the IDE hard drive. I'll show you what it means. I'll show you what I mean. Both of these computers have these terrible Toshiba hard drives. That's really unfortunate. I'm not sure how big this one is. It doesn't say on it. It doesn't even say when it was made. That's kind of weird. But, oh, 40 gig. So it's down there. So it's a 40 gigabyte Toshiba hard drive. Okay, whatever. It's decent. I think this one. Is this my good D500? I'm not entirely even sure. Let's see. That, yeah, this is the good D500. But I will, so I'm not going to screw with that one, because that one's still in good shape. I can't even tell which one's the good and which one's the bad anymore. The one, I think the one with the caddy, and it might be the D600. I'm not entirely sure. Let me check. So we pull this out here. I don't even think this has a hard drive, but I know it has a caddy. It might have the, one of these has an adapter taped to it, so I will find out which one that is. No, I'm not going to pause the video because I don't feel like doing this. Just, you guys can live with a long video. Who cares, right? Okay, so the, has to be this one then. I know one of these has a, yes, there it is. Okay, so there's the adapter. Go ahead and pull it out. If I can undo this tape. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have the adapter here. Let's go ahead and figure out which way it goes in. There's a missing pin. So it's gonna go on like that. Alright, I got it. So the missing pin's gonna be on the bottom, so it's gonna go on just like that. Oh crap. That's not good. Pins are bent. So I'm gonna see if I can unbend this real quick. Okay, I was able to do it, so there you go. That didn't take any time at all. It's literally been 5 seconds since I stopped the camera. There you go. So now we have a hard drive. So let's see if there's anything on this hard drive. Oh, and there's laptops on my charger here. So let's see. Put that back in. Put that down there. Let's put that one right there, just like that. This one like that. Okay, there. So let's plug it back in. This is gonna be a long video, just trust me. But okay, there. So see if it boots now. Looks promising. Does it have anything loaded on the hard drive? I don't even know if the hard drive functions. Oh yeah, there we go. Windows XP. Alright, so it obviously has a copy of Windows XP on the hard drive. The dude that sold me these obviously didn't know much about computers because he said one of them needs an operating system. And he said one of them doesn't have a hard drive, so that would be this one. Turns out you just needed the proprietary Dell adapter. So we will see if this boots up. Yeah, looks promising. Okay, we have a touchpad. We have a nipple mouse, I mean. Do we have a caps lock? Let's see if she'll boot. Looks pretty good. And I know this one turns on and works. By the way, this is the crapped up one. Insert card, press Control, Delete to begin. Creating a secure. Oh, it wants to connect to. What? This computer was apparently owned by Levi Strauss. Huh. So these computers, I guess. Okay. It's got a VPN client. It's probably not gonna let me log in. Yeah, there you go. See. San Francisco, huh? Interesting. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna want me to change. It wants me to log into a VPN, but screw that. So that is the first D410. I think the other one's gonna be the exact same thing. So this computer was probably, apparently, it was part of Levi's. That's kind of cool. This is a business computer system. Let's go ahead and unplug this one. The battery's gonna die, but who cares? Let's just put this to the side. So let's try this one. This one has the same hard drive, exact same hard. I guarantee you that this one's gonna be the same thing. So let's go ahead and check in the BIOS first. You should, yeah, okay. Shut down, son bitch. Let's just let this one boot. I'll mess with the BIOS settings later. Okay, sir, shut down. Okay, well, that one's booting. Okay, so I'm going to reformat the hard drive on both of these. I'm going to load Windows XP on this thing. And if I guarantee you this one has the exact same specs as this. So 1 gig of RAM and a Pentium M isn't quite enough to run Windows 7. So I'm going to put XP on here. I know these came out just like before, a year or two before Vista, I would think. So I might try to load. I might try 7 on here anyway. Okay, this one looks like it has a darker screen. It's kind of weird. Maybe the colors are miscalibrated, or maybe it just has a different. Alright, so we have trackball, we have trackpad, sorry. Then we have the nipple mouse, so they're both working. Yeah, the colors look a little different on here. Like this one has a darker blue in the background, I don't know. Oh, this has the, oh, okay, so it's running XP Pro, but it has the Royale theme there, and I guarantee you it's gonna be the same shiz. So I'm not gonna be able to log on to any of these. So that kind of sucks. I kind of want to see what's on the hard drive. Oh, okay. Maybe this one will let me log in. Nope. Same shiz. Exact same thing. Levi Strauss and Company. Right there. I'm actually wearing a pair of Levi's right now. Stop! You are attempting to enter a private computer system. Yeah, so it wants me to connect to a VPN just like that one, so. That is, okay, so this one is Westlake, so it's got to be from somewhere else. I don't know where Westlake is, but I'm just going to hard reset it, hard shut it down. So anyway, that is my 2 Dell Latitude D410, you know, computer acquisition. I'm going to reformat both of these with Windows XP Pro and install the drivers and get them both working. And yeah, let's go ahead and check the battery health on one of these things. Is this button broken or something? Switch hands. Yeah, I think the button's broken on this one. That's kind of weird. What about this one? Yeah, I think the buttons are broken on these. I don't know. That's kind of weird because the battery's charging and it should have some charge. Actually, no. Both of these had almost dead batteries, so I'm gonna let these things charge up, and I might be able to figure out what the condition of the batteries are in, if any, if they even work. So yeah, so once again, yeah, that's my D410 acquisition. What a very oddly sized keyboard. This is like, it's like a keyboard on a D420, but it's smaller. It's weird. Like the keys are really tiny, and you have all this space here. I don't know why they couldn't just, like, you know, make it a little bigger. Huh. And the D420 is like the exact same size as this thing with wide. Well, actually it might be a little wider. Yeah, it's probably a little wider, but anyway. The keyboard is just, it's really small. Like, look at my hand, and then like you put it on a key and it covers the entire key. I've never had that before. Such a little keyboard. Just, yeah, it's kind of weird. Installing Windows XP, I'm not going to film that because everybody's seen that 1,003 times. Alright, so I looked up some information on this thing because I don't know really anything about the D410. Back when it was new in 2007, it went for 863 bucks. It had up to a Pentium M770. This has a 1.73, so I think it's I don't know which one that would be actually, but it shipped with Vista and XP. So that leads me to believe that it came out in 2007. Yeah, because DDR2 533 up to 2 gigabytes. 2 user accessible memory sockets on the system board. I am sure that this could support 4 gigabytes, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm actually not sure, but yeah. So it has, okay, so it has a GMA 900, not the 950. So that's kind of weird. So up to 128 megabytes. So it does support Aero. You know what? I might put. Oh, okay. Tyler's calling. Hold on. Anyway, I might have some spare RAM because I know I have a couple 1 gigabyte DDR2 sticks. So I might put 1.5 gigs or so in one of these and then put Windows 7 on it. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll have to see. Alright, I checked my box of RAM. I don't have any 1 gigabyte DDR2 sticks. I only have all 512, so I won't be able to bump the RAM up on this thing. So it is getting Windows XP Pro then, because 1 gigabyte is just simply not enough for Windows 7. So yeah, I'm installing XP on it, so there you go. Okay, so now that the batteries are partially charged enough, I was able to figure out the health. So this one, no lights came up, so that means it has more than 80% of its original capacity. So this should last a good couple hours. And this one has one light, so this one should last at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So yeah, the batteries are both in pretty good shape on these things. So cool. Alright, so I've got the better condition D410 all set up and ready to go. You know, I got XP installed, I got some couple of programs, all the drivers, and that's about it. That's all I'm going to do with this laptop. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but like I said, both of the batteries in this computer are good, so I might I'm going to test the battery life out on this one and this one, of course, once I'm done setting this up, and then I'll see how long the battery lasts. And if it lasts a long time, then it would make a good, you know, late night or, you know, bedside computer. So that's cool. So this one's all set up, ready to go, and this one I'm still installing drivers on, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because there's not really much else I can say about these things. I opened this one up and it was spotless in there. There was no dust at all. It was weird. I've never seen a computer so old, so clean on the inside. So yeah, this one's all good. I haven't opened this one up yet, but you know, I assume to see the same thing because it's running pretty cool right now. It got really hot while I was installing Windows, but now it's running pretty cool. So yeah, so that is just I'm gonna end the video here. So that is my Dell Latitude D410 acquisition. And you know, for the price I paid for these things, you know, I don't really have a use for them, but for the price I paid for these, I couldn't turn it down. So yeah, there you go.